shall worship him whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. And him is this American westernized way of living. That's what I'm going into. How people conform to this shit. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So it's going to be a recompense and a payback for what has been done to the blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. So the hanging on the trees, the lynching, the whipping of the back that look like it left road maps, the killing of the Northern Kingdom, which is Issacharite, all the way down to Ephraim, which are the Puerto Ricans, the Taino Indians, the killing of them by Cortez. All that has a recompense coming back. So while we conform to these Edomites and it look like they strength is firm, they shit is falling apart because it's a recompense coming, man. And the recompense is he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. The patience of the saints is the Israelites, which is one of my ancient forefathers. So another thing I was telling you, young Aki, the main thing that we have to do now is wait. Because we see Esau, the Europeans, they going down. So we just watch. And Deuteronomy 30:7 say what? All the curses shall come upon them. That's why they suffer from divorce rate, infidelity. And the list go on and on. Because see, with us, man, look, let me keep this point. And I beheld another beast came up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. See that? And him being a lamb is them acting peacefully. See that? With that democracy, with your two-party system, which goes back to Rome, which Rome used to have plebeians and patricians. Today, it's Republicans and Democrats, one for the people and one for the rich. Same system going on. And that's that great dragon, which is that Roman Empire rebirth coming all back over again here in America. Same stuff. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. And what was the first beast before him? Rome. This is Rome all over again. Why do you think they got all of the architect built like Rome? If you go to any courthouse, if you go to any municipal building, matter of fact, in the front of this building they got pillars. You can't see, matter of fact, you can see it on the side. Y'all see it? Matter of fact, let me show it to y'all. On the side of their building, they got pillars. They small ones, but they still pillars. See? So they got actual pillars like the Roman Empire. And I remember talking to a lady. She was saying that like these churches and the styles they got them, that's a Greco-Roman style church. And she was smiling ear to ear when she told me that. And I was like, oh, thank you for that. So that's America exercising its power from the first beast is Rome. Because Rome had what? A city. And they was different than the rest of the other nations which had kings before them. That's where America picked up all of their history from. That's why tax time is when? The last day of filing. I think it's March. Which they get that from the Caesar when Yahweh was born. Luke 2. Matter of fact, let me get it. I think it was Caesar Augustus. Well, let me finish this. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. The deadly wound was healed is when Christopher Columbus came over here to America. He is the forefather of the Roman Empire coming back over to the new. That's why he called America the New World. The reason why America is the New World is because Christopher Columbus understood that his forefathers came from the Roman Empire. So they was over here to redo and reset up the Roman Empire, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, aka Egypt, all over again. And they did a hell of a job. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. That's 1453. It's during the Dark Age, all the way to today. That's when you get that's where you get the fake imagery from. See, that's where all this come in. That's when you had the repainting. That's where the Renaissance come in at. But you ain't gonna be able to, well, you'll be able to see it. I'm holding like 3 points. Hold on. See, motherfucker ain't got signs for nothing. See, America is considered the Roman Empire. You know that, right? You know America is considered the Roman Empire? See that? They try to act stupid and shit. I mean, Americans are stupid, so we ain't gotta go there. But we ain't gonna insult nobody. That's the point. But they are stupid. See, that's where iconoclasm come in now. That's where all this imagery and all of this fake knowledge and science, they call it the enlightened year, the Edomite. Which is the 14th century. The 14th century, they call that the century of enlightenment. No, that's the century of deception. That's what that was. And he does great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of man. And that's his technology. His technology, he was able to do that. He was able to go around. How you think they was able to go around the world and subdue the whole world? They was able to do that because they had the advanced technology, which Yahweh Shah gave them from the left-hand side. That's how they was able to do what they was able to do. Like how they was able to take the Zulu tribes down with the gun, the musket gun. Then they was able to take down Gad, which is the North American Indians, with the Gatling gun. That's how they was able to do it. Which they ain't do nothing but fulfill prophecy. So that same weapon that you was given is gonna be used to go back against you. Matter of fact, let me show it to you real quick. See that? Just Genesis 49 and Genesis 49 and 19. Gad, meaning the North American Indians, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome him at the last. See that? That's prophecy. So that Gatling gun that was given to him, which they was able to have the advanced technology or weaponry, that was spiritual. That was given to these Edomites to do what? Manifest destiny. But it was for Gad to have manifest destiny too. Because the Blue Coats took Gad down, but Gad gonna overtake them at the end. That's why the Revelation I'm just reading said, he that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. Revelation 13, 9 and 10. See that? This is all history right here. Let's keep going. This Revelation 13 and 13. And he does great wonders, so that he make fire to come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of man. And what was his ultimate weapon to make fire come down from the earth? Let me show it to you. As a matter of fact, the young Akim, he asked about that. And that's why, you know, let me show y'all that. That's this atomic weapon, which Yahweh Shah gave him. See that? Little girl right here. See that? That's the atomic bomb. This the eyes that have seen the atomic bomb right here. That's why her eyes burnt out like that. But you let these Edomites tell it they love kids. But you drop a whole atomic bomb on a whole city. But you love people though. That's what I'm supposed to do. 100 million Indians killed on the land of North, Central, and South America. But these white folks love people. No, that's a lie. Y'all Satanists. And a lot of y'all part of these secret societies, like Skull and Bones, and these other ones. And a lot of our people y'all try to join these fellow brotherhoods called basically called brotherhoods. A lot of y'all join like the Boule Society or these knockoff little groups they got for you. Then you join their ranks and then you think you're a part of something. But what they ain't tell you is the Third World War is here. They'll be all right. This Revelation 13 and 13. And he does great wonders so that he make fire to come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of man. And that's that atomic bomb. When he dropped that atomic bomb on what, Fat Man and Little Boy, when he dropped that bomb, Hiroshima, what ended up happening? He had the Chinese to surrender. And from the day that the Chinese surrender, these European Caucasians has been flexing their muscles with these atomic weapons. But now the same atomic weapons that your government has been flexing, Russia, China, Iran, and the rest of the world has caught up with America. And they doing away with y'all currency, by the way. So if you don't speak another language and you stuck on stupid English, then you're gonna be poor here in America. And what I'm speaking is facts. See, I'm not speaking how I feel, what I think, or what should be said. I'm telling you what your leaders can't tell you. That what America's finna get wiped off the face of the earth by ICBM missiles. Yeah, you hearing it right here. Let me keep going, because y'all, America is foretold in the scriptures. This Revelation 13 and 13, and he does great wonders so that he make fire to come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of man, and deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And see, that's these Europeans conforming you back to their reality. Because Septimius Severus in 1 AD, the Roman Empire fell. It's called the Dark Ages. When you go from there, you have you Caucasians going into the caves. Then when y'all came out the caves and came back into power in like the 14th century. So who was in Europe being the kings and queens in Europe? The Negro man and woman. Her name was Queen Sophia, black princess from Germany. How many people know that? Not many. What about King James, who authorized the King James Bible? He a black man from the Stuart family. So you have to get past this European history and learn true history. Because there's one thing the European Caucasian white cave dweller man never did is, he never told you who God said he was out the Bible. He'll play everybody in his movies. See that? He'll be the Chinese man, whether he playing Nicolas Cage and he's some samurai warrior. He'll even play Moses with the 10 Commandments, which Moses was black. He'll play Solomon and King David, which they was black men, but they'll show him as some European Caucasians. So it's just a whole ball of mess of Satanism, trickery, lies, deceit. So let's keep going, because that's what he do. He deceived people and deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And let's fast forward all the way up today and to his monetary system. He performed y'all through all these different goods where you can't buy any goods unless you have his money. Now you have to worship his money, which is his money is finna be digitized. Okay? But you're gonna find out that it's the RFID chip, which is the last currency, which is foretold in the scriptures not to get, which is actually the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. And you have the image, which I'm going through the image now, which the image is nothing but white supremacy. Why you think it's nothing but white man on the money? That ain't no coincidence. The first thing they want to say is, well, it's about our founding fathers. Well, it looked like your founding fathers had a whole bunch of Native American Indians around them, didn't it? So you mean to tell me that all men are created equal, but they didn't decide to put no natives on any money? That's because that's a lie. See, that's what I mean by to deceive them by his miracle. He used the Gatling guns, which was a miracle, and took Gad down and conformed them over through the canary effect. Everything I'm saying ties right together. Everything. And he does great wonders so that he make fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of man, and deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's coming down to the end all be all. Anybody that didn't take the American currency or took those loans from the IMF or World Banks, they was killed. America do what they always do. They'll send the CIA in there, counterintelligence agency. They'll set up a coup, and they'll overthrow a country. And then set up other puppet leaders to bring in what? American businesses to set up American way of life. And make the people poor. That's how they make the image of the beast, and they kill those who don't go along with what they saying. Ask anybody in Central America how that's been working out for them. They just tried to overthrow the president in Turkey.